All right. All right. So, bright risings to you all. Of course, I am Calibus Rand. And let me tell you about what I did today. Well, as you guys know, I am part of the Light Sword Academy. Um, or the Lightsaber Academy, depending on how you want to say it or who you talk to. So it's part of the SaberNet organization, Light Sword Martial Arts. It is one of the most challenging things that I have ever done. Hey, what do you say there, Taco Cat? It is one of the most challenging things I've ever done because I started this journey just before 2020, and then COVID hit, and I got sick, and then I went back to it. A friend of mine at the time got me back into it and really pushed for my recovery through the Light Sword Martial Arts. So I got to do that. But today we had Saber Fest. Now, as you guys know, last year they had Mando Fest. This year, Sifu Armstrong wanted to do something different. He wanted to do Saber Fest. So we weren't bogged down with the whole Star Wars dogma of just say one particular group or whatever else. You know what I mean? So we got to do Saber Fest. And I'm going to tell you guys, I was late. I got up late. I'm just dead tired. I got up late. I grabbed some stuff. I didn't grab everything that I needed to make it an official cosmic portal thing. But I got there nonetheless. We worked it. We made it right. Okay. So I'm here to share with you some pictures. There's a few pictures that I dropped earlier. This is at the beginning of the day, where Sifu Ed was giving us all the instructions about who's going to be there, how we're going to do certain things, and so forth. There's Ashley and another student talking. There's some more students back there, and I believe that's a student's mother back there. We had little gift bags for everybody. There's another teacher. She teaches yoga. We're going to get into that in a minute. Sifu Michelle. We're going to get into that in a minute because you guys won't even believe what I'm about to tell you after that. Then we had, of course, you had this photo op with some people there. A lot of kids were there. This is the table that I set up. We had some droids, my cards, because again, I didn't have everything. So special shout out to Yes Toys and to Mr. Jim Augustine for helping me with these little things. These were little giveaways that Jim helped provided. You know what I mean? So we got to do that and give away a bunch of stuff to some kids. Then we had Saber Tag. Now, for those of you who are very interested in this, Saber Tag is just like you think. It's like laser tag, except for with lightsabers. The sabers register the hits on the vest, so you don't have to be skilled at it. You can just hit people as long as you tag their vest. It registers on the vest, and that's how you win. Saber Tag. It was awesome. This thing was such a hit that they had a line. They had a line of people for at least a couple of hours trying to do this. It was unreal. This young lady purchased her saber. She made her own. She called it the Luscious Unicorn or something like that. And it's wild. It's got all these different colors in there and everything else, but that's what she wanted. That's what she got. Because you got to build your saber on the premises. And there it is. There it is all together. And then that's her mother, and she made her own. Notice the colors, black and red. Sith! She's a Sith. And that's her saber up close. There again is our table with the droids, my laptop, my swords, as I was struggling to get through the day. And then at the end of it, we had Darth Maul cheesecake, which was awesome. So now what I need to tell you is joining up with SaberNet and light sword martial arts in general, or the Light Sword Academy. They have two big programs running right now. Okay. Well, three. Let's say three big programs running right now. They have the light sword martial art itself. They have yoga light sword martial arts. And then, of course, they had the Builder Saber program. Now, with the yoga, Sifu Michelle takes care of the yoga end of things. She's certified. It's one of those things that I love to say because, you know, to me, without the certification of you doing this, you're not doing anything. What you're doing is, you know, you're gathering around a bunch of people and you're just doing this stuff saying that, you know, you're doing it. But here's a certification class. These people, these instructors are certified. This is a real martial art. You'll get sashes. We don't do belts. We do sashes. And you rise through the rankings. Once you finish one ranking, you go to the next and so on and so forth. But they just started this thing. It's been there for a little bit. And they have a website for it. And I'm going to bring it up. There it is. Light Sword Yoga. We're gonna take a look at this together because I couldn't do it while I was there, obviously, because, you know, we were doing stuff. But it was an awesome experience, and she has her own little bundle that you can get when you do it. She actually has two. She has a bougie bundle. Forgive me, a bougie bundle. And it comes with the sabers. It comes with all this other stuff. So here we go. I'm going to bring this right on over. Bam. Let's do this. Let's make sure that we have it all in here because, you know. All right. So the first lesson is free. Okay. This is something to try out, see if you like it and everything else. There's the logo for it. Okay. Innovation blend, community and camaraderie, universal accessibility, what to expect from the class. You get this workout that they do, and I've seen the workout. I've seen the workout several times. When I go to class, we have a section where they're working out and then where we come to work out at. Normally, I go straight to the two sword classes, you know what I mean? And try to cut it up there. But when I saw this, I kept saying, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't want to. Well, my legs hurt. My back hurts. I want to do something a little different. And this is Sifu Michelle, certified like sword archer instructor, PhD candidate at Virginia Tech. And certified yoga instructor. So again, this is not just somebody who took a few yoga classes and now are saying they're a yoga instructor. This is a certified thing. This is real. I can't stress to you enough about that. Hey, Rob, how's it going, brother? Rob, Saber Squadron leader. Sifu Michelle is a very nice. She's very attuned to her students and the way she does things. I'm telling you guys, you would truly, really benefit from this. Now, she has another package deal, and it's just the yoga bundle where you get this duffel bag, you get mats, you get these two towels, and you get these yoga blocks, right? And I'm sitting there looking at all that, and I'm like, I want that. I don't know why I want it, but I wanted it. You know what I mean? Especially the yoga mat. I kept thinking about all the times that I was somewhere and I wish I had something. You know what I mean? But I'm going to buy it next time I go to class. I I've seen their workout. I've seen the way they do things, and it is very surreal, serene, peaceful. It's not all fast, rapid movements. For those of you who are like me, who have chronic pain in your legs and your back or your lower back, this might be something you might want to look into. All seriousness aside, this is something that you might seriously want to look into. I flashed the web address. I will put it in the comments so you guys can get it, and look up the testimonial. And these people will tell you how they felt about it, how they went through it. It's a great thing. And then here's the bougie bundle. Okay. It is a good thing. I'm not even gonna lie. So what we can do, because I want to get the full effect of this, what we can do is we can do this, and we can actually hear from them themselves. And that's what we're going to do, because I want you guys to get the full effect of this. Okay. So here we go. It's only 3 minutes, so let's do this.
Bam! With the bougie bundle, right? You have a lightsaber. She has 2 designs that you can choose from. So one design has a black handle with a golden emitter. The other has a golden handle with a black emitter. This is good quality. So this is aircraft grade aluminum hilt, right? We have multiple sound fonts. The blade can change multiple colors. This is actually combat grade. What comes in the
Instead of what's in this is the big bag that we get to put all of our stuff in, including the mat and logs, and it won't fit the sabers, unfortunately.
Okay.
Not that big. Pretty big to fit everything else. So it's a solid mat, which is very nice.
So the bougie bundle comes with a very sturdy gym bag for all your bougie items. So we got the bag, right? And then what else?
All right, of course, the yoga mat, which is black.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of a signature that we've leaned into is this black and gold kind of aesthetic.
Yeah, this is very soft.
It is surprisingly squishy.
Squishy.
I put it on and I was just like, this is interesting. It's almost like, I don't even know, like almost like a memory foam kind of mattress, but it's kind of got that feel to it. It's not memory foam, but it's got a feel to it. So about a third of an inch thick. It's got standard yoga mat size. Mat towel that goes on top of it, which is a microfiber mat towel, and it is very soft, practically a blanket. And at first, when we put on, I was like, this is too soft. This is too microfibery. People are going to slip and fall. But we tested it out, and actually it worked pretty well. So it sucks up all the moisture, and it doesn't slide. So otherwise, it's so nice. And there's a tiny one, too, a nice little hand towel for, like, your baby. I did want to have some mat towels on there, because people do sweat. You can watch yoga, but you can sweat quite a bit. In the bougie, you get a yoga strap, which is another product you can use to help get that extra stretch. But honestly, like, the Saber really does that job. So if you want the additional little stretch, I know we have a couple students that the range of motion is pretty limited. So if they want to bring up their back foot, for instance, if they're working up towards that dancer pose, and they can't quite bring that foot up to their knee, and you can use a strap pad to push it a little bit more up there. So working their way towards it. Yoga blocks, and I don't know how to describe the texture. It's almost like in a race, I guess. Like they're pretty much standard yoga blocks, same size as normal, but they are black. And they're squishy, like not like they're so sticky, but squishy. I kind of like it.
Yeah. I'm going to do the class, guys. I'm actually going to take the class. I'm going to take the class because I think I needed something a little extra for me. Again, Sifu Michelle is very intuitive with her students and everything else. And I like her style. I like her style of of teaching and instructing, the way, you know, you should do some stuff. And then, you know, just the general help of it all. So I'm going to let you guys know what that is. And I'm going to come back after class and show you the bundle itself that I purchased. Now, the Build-A-Saber. I told you guys that I was like, I need to build another one. Well, I got an opportunity to do so, and I did it. Okay. I went out and built another saber. And then, of course, Sifu Armstrong and I were talking, and he was like, "You want another Ripper Blade, don't you?" I'm like, "Yes, of course I want another Ripper Blade." I got another Ripper Blade. Every time I think I'm out, they pull me back in. I never thought that I would have this much fun doing something that I never was interested in. I never wanted to be the lightsaber guy. I wanted to be the Han Solo guy, but now I'm the lightsaber guy. I have 10 lightsabers. I have 4 or 5 extra blades to go with like all my lightsabers. It is incredibly crazy. The fact that, you know, it's very addicting. You get one, then you want another one. And then now with this Build-A-Saber program, I love Galaxy's Edge. Galaxy's Edge, I've always said, is my favorite place on this planet. But it is nothing like actually building a combat saber that you build yourself, that they walk you through everything. They give you the pieces. They let you pick up the pieces. You put your heart into the saber. You do all these things to bring your saber to life. The only thing you don't have is Yoda saying, "Oh, yes, feel the force, da 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 da." But when you build that saber in your hand and you get to flip that switch and you hear it powering on and you got it, it's oh my God, it is incredible. Okay, so now I have 2 new sabers and I fixed the cane saber up. So the cane is back with me now, and I'm loving it. Saberfest was a blast. I cannot stress that enough about everything that I saw and the people that I talked to. And to my Saber family, I have to say that I never thought that I would mesh with a group of people and that they would become friends, and, you know, they look out for each other. They practice together. They're always on point and friendly, and we're always talking, and it's just an incredible experience. You bond with your classmates, and your classmates become friends. And the next thing you know, we're all encouraging each other to go further, grab this, get that, get that. Another thing with your belts, and each time that you get a belt, you get a new saber free of charge. You get a new saber. So when you go from your yellow belt to whatever, you're getting a saber. You're getting a saber. And I love that idea. So now, not only do I know that, you know, I want to complete my training on this, but I know when I get to my next level, I'm going to get to build another saber. I already have it in mind. I already have it in mind what I want. And it's just one of those things that, you know, that fuels me to my next level. Guys, again, Saberfest was a blast. The school that I go to is a certified school that teaches you the footwork and everything else. Before I leave you, I want to tell you something that I saw today that blew my mind. There's a lot of you, like Rob, who said they don't have the time. They wish that they could keep up with the schedule. There is a virtual Saber class. And before you say, yeah, but I need somebody who's really going to instruct me, I got you. The virtual class comes with a virtual sensei. This thing motion tracks you through your phone and tells you, no, you're not doing this right. Take your foot and move it slightly back. Take your right foot, move it slightly to the left. It corrects you. And before you say, well, how does he know, if I'm doing these classes, these virtual classes, how do I know when I'm ready? Because the computer won't let you go to the next lesson until you finish the first lesson, until you get enough points to get to the next stage. You don't surpass that stage. The information is relayed back to Sifu Armstrong. I was watching this program in action today, and I thought it couldn't see my feet. And then it told me, move your back foot. Your back foot is staying stationary in real time. It's not like a delay. It's in real time. Your framework of your movements come up on the computer screen, and the AI is tracking you. So if you don't have time to get down to the studio, you could do the virtual academy. I'm telling you, this man has thought of something now that is going to revolutionize lightsaber training. You don't have to now go to a class. Now you can have the class wherever you're at, and it's going to teach you still the right way. Because a lot of people, they want to do all that fancy stuff. They want to do the twirls. They want to do the Ben Kenobi move. And they want to look good as they're doing all. The only thing about that is that's for the screen. That's for movie magic. It's not practical. You want something practical, this is where you learn. And it's not going to be easy. Nothing worth having is easy. So, a little food for thought on that. Taco Cat says he has the Darth Saber lightsaber. All right, Taco Cat. I hear that. I have 3 dark sabers. I have the Rebel dark saber, which is silver. I have the Disney Parks dark saber, and I have a dueling dark saber. Those are the only ones that I own that are the replicas from the shows or the movies. Everything else is a custom saber. And I like to get my stuff uniquely done. I don't want the same saber that everybody else has. I can't stand that. I don't want to do that. I want my own thing with my own little twist on it. And I think I found it with this next one, with this last one I just built. So I just need to reverse the colors because I still want my dual lightsaber. Guys, shout out to me if you need to. You're going to buy it soon, Taco Cat? All right, man. I hear that. Add to your Darth Vader collection. Awesome. Guys, if you need more information, either on the light sword yoga or the light sword martial arts, please feel free to contact me or go straight to the source. Again, you will not regret it. It is something that will teach you, and it was something that you can go with and really have, it's great to have it. It's great to twirl it and look like, like you're in the movie or whatever. But there's nothing like knowing what you're doing and have that planted. So when you do make those moves, they not only look good, but they're purposely done to make points or to actually hit someone. Okay. Make no mistake about it. If you picked up a stick or whatever, you could actually hurt somebody. You know what I mean? Doing these moves. So I kind of like the fact that this, like I said, is a real martial art. It's accredited martial art. This the instructors are accredited. They have certifications. And when you advance, you get sashes that teach you, to tell you that you've advanced. I'm still in my white sash. 5 years I've been in this white sash because I had to take time off and had to come back to it. I'm looking very forward to moving on to my next stage. And then, knowing, I get to where I get to, and the more I do, the more lightsaber I'm going to get to make another lightsaber. I'm going to get to make another lightsaber at my next belt until I can get to where I need to go to. it is a wonderful thing. SABERfest was a blast. SABERfest was successful. We had many people come through signing up for it. I signed up for the yoga. I'm getting the yoga bundle. I want that bougie bundle. I'm not even gonna lie. I want the bougie bundle. I want the bougie bundle. You know, because I dig it. If it's something that I'm going to get into and I dig it, I'm going to go for it. Because my adage in life now is to experience everything that I can that makes me happy, that puts peace to me. And right now, this is it. So I'm Calabas Rand. I want to thank Sifu Armstrong, Sifu Juliana, and Sifu Michelle for everything that they did for me today. Explaining stuff to me, helping me work the crowd as they came over to my table, talking to people, and to all my fellow students, thank you very much, because I had a blast. It was just one of those things, man. We got to talk about Andor, and me and Shelly were talking about Andor, and then at the end of it, we had Darth Maul cheesecake. Right. So there was Tony cutting up the cheesecake. He was like, here you go, Calabas. And I'm like, oh, why? Thank you very much. So we had a blast doing it. We were giving back out to the community. We were giving away free stuff. So again, I want to thank Jim Augenstein from Yester Toys for the freebies that we gave out. I want to thank Light Sword Martial Arts for having me there at the event. And of course, I can't forget about my boy Rex, who enrolled his daughter into Light Sword Martial Arts today. So he has a Padawan, and I think that is just awesome. And that's what it's all about, passing it on to the next generation. I want to thank all of you for listening this long. We're at the 27-minute mark, and I didn't want it to be this long, but it was just so much information, and it was so good. I feel great. I'm a little exhausted because I worked from last weekend. You know, it was Sunday was May the 4th, and then, you know, we barreled through that with Yester Toys and everything that we did, and then I did this event today, mow the yard. I'm going to chill out with my boys, play some video games, maybe even get me some nachos tonight, and celebrate Mother's Day tomorrow with my mother. So I want to thank all of you for joining me. May the force be with you, light or dark, because this is the way.